In this video, we'll be featuring the latest 5-seater from Ford. We get to take a look at it from the outside as well as inside the car, and we get to ride along and experience how it feels to be a passenger.
Hi guys, my name is Don and I'm not a pro driver. Today I'm featuring one of, if not the most popular car in this year's Manila International Auto Show. It's the 2023 Next Gen Territory. Doesn't it look amazing? I mean, it looks good. Well, other than the confetti, because we just got to finish the celebration or branch launch of this car. But before I get ahead of myself, a shout out to Sir Emson Paguinto for providing me with additional information for this car, as well as the ever so generous Sir Jerry Berino of Ford Libis for inviting us to their branch launch of this car. There are actually two models of this. One is this one, the Titanium X, which is the high-end model, and the other is the Titanium. Let's take a look at it. So this is the Titanium variant, and we have it in ruby red, which is an exclusive color for the Titanium. One of the biggest difference or notable difference that you see right off the bat are the rims. They're designed differently and they are on 18-inch rather than 19 inches. The other thing is you don't get to see any panoramic sunroof at the top. And when you get inside the car, you'll see that the interior is peacock blue and domino, whereas on the Titanium X, it's urban gray and domino. When you get into the driver's side, the cluster, you have a 7-inch here, whereas on the Titanium X, you have a full 12-inch screen. So those are the differences so far. So there are 4 colors of the Titanium X. Blue metallic, panther black, which is this one, lustrous gray, and crystal pearl. Now, for the Titanium, we have 5 colors. So it's still the same: blue metallic, lustrous gray, panther black, ruby red, this one, which is exclusive for the Titanium, and star white. The Next Gen Territory is 1,935 millimeters wide, 4,630 millimeters long, with a wheelbase of 2,726 millimeters, 1,706 millimeters high, with a ground clearance of 190 millimeters. Of course, you have the Ford logo right here. You have the big grille. At the middle, we have that camera for the front. On the sides, you have these DRLs. Now this is smart because we have one DRL right here, this strip at the top, and then one DRL here. This becomes your signal lights when you're turning. That's awesome. And then below that, we have your headlights and your front fog lamp. On the sides here, you have 3 sensors here. We have 1, 2, and 3. So that's 6 at the front. And then we have your radar here at the bottom. All in all, it really looks good. All right. Moving over to the side, we have 19-inch rims. Now, these are wrapped in Goodyear Efficient Grip Performance SUV 235/50 R19. So you have disc brakes on the front and then disc brakes at the back. For the front, the suspension is a McPherson type, and you have a multi-link system for the rear. On the side mirrors, you have your signal lights here, and then we have a camera, as well as your puddle lamp right there. You have lights there. When you lock this, it will fold. So it does fold and unfold automatically. You will have blind spot detection. You will see that there is that line here, right here. The reason it has that is to provide you or help you with a wider view. Chrome handles, and you have a button here to unlock it. If you have your key fob with you, press that and it unlocks. Roof rails at the top. So we have roof rails. So there is no button that you will press inside to open this one. You just push, if it's unlocked, and you get to open that. So this is the gas cap, and it's rated to have a capacity of 60 liters. Moving over to the back, we have your sensor here, here, and here. So again, 6 sensors, 3 sensors on each side. We have EcoBoost, your badges here, front and center, Ford, and then territory spelled out for you. This is the Titanium X variant, so it has Titanium X. You'll have this spoiler, which houses your brake light and your antenna. So you have your antenna right there. You have your wiper, your rear camera, and 2 lights for your plate holder. And this has a kick function right here.
but it's not working because I don't have the key with me. But it does have that. It is power tailgate. There we go. So it opens like so. I really like the design of this. So these three are brake lights. Here is the rear fog lamps. The interesting part here is this part right here, this white thing, is reverse and signal light. So if you're not reversing, this whole thing is like sequential. Has that sequential light up until here. But if you're reversing, this becomes white. And this is the one that blinks. That's awesome, right? When you pop the hood, you have this 1.5 liter EcoBoost engine, which has 160 horsepower with 248 Newton meters of torque. I really like the fact that all the serviceable fluids or caps are easy to reach. So that's good. Well, it's a large storage. I don't know how large this is, but you have only one light here. Now under here, we have your spare tire, your jack, early warning device, and so on. So this is a donut tire. Since the Territory Titanium X comes with 19-inch rims, you would think that these are 19 inch as well. No, they're not. They're actually 18-inch. T14580 are 18. Here's the ram, Linglong. So that's the compartment, and you have this tray here that covers, your luggage. So on the second row, it is spacious here. Well, first of all, let's go over to the doors. So we have speakers, and then we have bottle holder and a pocket right here. And then there's this really large handle right here that includes the power window switch right here. Just beside this small speaker, we have this handle. So I really like this. It's really simple, but it's functional. So there is a tunnel, but it's so minimal, but it's there. There is a tunnel. And at the center, we have two vents for each side and then one USB port. No pocket here. It's still wrapped in plastic, but there is a center armrest that you can fold out. In that center armrest, there are two cup holders. At the top, you have lights and handles. So both of them have them. On each pillar, you will see airbags here, airbag there. So airbag there, airbag here. So it's airbag everywhere. Yeah, it's still wrapped in plastic here, but it's evident that you do have a pocket behind the front row seats. Does this adjust? No, it doesn't. So this is fixed. I was used to 7-seaters where there's a third row and you can adjust this, but this one you can't. But you can see here, there's icon for pegs, ISO fix. So by the way, you can fold this just in case you want to increase your trunk space, like so. So that is how you increase your trunk space, if ever you need it. So in this side, the driver will have specific controls to control all the windows and whatnot. You have your unfold and fold the side mirrors. This is how you adjust the side mirror. You select left or right, and then this is your joystick to adjust it. Unlock all doors, lock doors, open windows and close windows, and then lock the window. And then here we have your button to open the tailgate. You have a bottle holder, pocket, speaker. This part right here, I thought it was a compartment, so it doesn't have any compartment of any sort. So the driver's seat has a 10-way adjustment. We have two for the backrest, two for adjusting moving forward and backward, another two for the height, and then here we have another two for this part. Look at that. This part actually moves. And then there's another two for the lumbar. However, on the passenger side, it's all manual. So you have your tilt and reach. So that's for the steering wheel. We have your AC vents right here. We have one here and here. And then there's another one for passenger. So this is actually nice sitting on the front row because the gray part here is it's soft touch. It's leather. On top of that, we have chrome that separates it from the wood finish here. And then here we have at the top, I mean, it's the centerpiece of it all, two 12-inch displays or screens laminated into one. I really like this. I really do. For the controls on the lights, there is this thing where it's for the front fog lamps and then the rear fog lamps. So front fog lamps and then rear. S, off, auto, high, and low for your auto sensitivity of the wipers. So here at the top, we have your notch, which houses your sensors for auto rain detection thing. We have a USB port right here. If you will install like a camera right here, you don't have to wire it all the way down. Here at the top, we have your storage for sunglasses. And then here are your lights right there. Dedicated light for driver, dedicated light for passenger, and then here is the door. So this should open. There we go. And then we have your controls for your sunshade and roof. Your visor with mirror. It only lights up when you open the vanity mirror. Auto dimming rear view mirror here at the top. So we have your start stop engine button here at the top. Hazard button here. And then this whole panel right here, AC controls. You will see buttons here if it's on. Below that, we have your wireless charger right here. This is your gear shift. Right now it's locked, but there is peak, reverse, neutral, drive, and then low gear. Below that, we have your park, electronic parking brake, auto hold button, and then auto engine off on idle, parking assist, your parking sensors, volume rocker right here. This is a button to turn it off, the infotainment system, and then we have the home button right here. It's a shortcut to the infotainment system. Alt button, back button, as well as the music or source button. On the right side of that, we have this part right here. It's a storage of some sort. You can also raise this up for cup holders. But if you don't need it as a cup holder, then you can just tuck that away and it's something else, right? So that's storage right there. Speaking of additional storage, you have one here. There's a tray right here that you can slide in. So that's that. This is actually big. This can actually hide. Here's my iPad right there. That's big. That's a really large center box thing. Below that, we have charging ports here. That's type C and type A. All right, and then we have a 12-volt socket right here. And then here we have a really large area that fits an iPad as well. So this is big. Additional storage, we have door box. So it opens soft. There's no light. So here we're in the titanium, and for the infotainment system, we have 5 buttons on the side. We have home, and then this is for audio settings, your source, your media, and then we have settings right there. And then here we have a phone icon. Phone is not connected at this point. At the side here, you can drag across. It's like a drawer where you have your shortcuts, drive modes, and then here's the brightness for the infotainment screen, your volume. So the send control button here, if I just tap on that, then it's enabled, and we have your Bluetooth and whatnot. Drive modes, normal, eco, sport, and then mountain. All right, so let's go to this home thing right here. It looks like shortcuts, right? We have 5 icons. It's not scrollable left or right. So we have radio, vehicle settings, device management, CarPlay, or Android Auto. And then here we have audio settings, speed compensated volume, and then you have your balance, your 3D surround stuff, bass, mid, treble, and then that's it. You can't scroll down anymore. And then here we have, okay, so if I go back here, what happens? It goes back to home. Okay, here we have your source, radio, USB, Bluetooth, Android Auto, and then CarPlay. And then if I go to settings, here we have device management. Here we have your device list right there, Bluetooth, edit device name. I edit this. So right now it says Ford territory. This is what you will see to connect via Bluetooth. So this is it. If I just hit back, go back again. So we're in device management. We go to unit information. Here we have your software update version of the infotainment system. Then we have your infotainment owner's manual. So that's what it looks like. And then we have other settings. All right, so this is your units. If I select kilometers, miles for your distance, right? Temperature unit, Celsius or Fahrenheit, pressure unit, PSI, or then we have kPa, average fuel consumption. We have liters per 100 kilometers or kilometers per liter. We have MPG at the middle. Reset to default settings. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Volume and beeps. So we have audio volume, ringtone, interruption message, phone volume, VR. This is voice recognition, navigation guidance volume, button beeps. So this is that. So if I tap now, yeah, you don't get to hear those taps anymore. There we go. Okay. And then we have select language. All right. We have English, Portuguese, French, Espanol, Vietnamese, and then Arabic. We have clock settings. So there. So that's settings. Now we move over to the phone. So, well, we have phone settings, keypad, recent calls, SMS, messages, your contacts, and all of this is done wireless. Rather than picking up your phone, you can do it here. Okay, going back to home, vehicle settings, and then vehicle safety. We have drive switch. This is when I press on this asterisk button, it gets you to normal, eco, sport, and mount. We have bliss, which means blind spot detection. Awesome. So we have that. Audible alert for blind spot detection. We have rear cross traffic alert. So that's cool. When there are other cars moving and you're reversing, it will alert you that there is a car coming from that angle. Exit warning. It warns you that there are vehicles on the sides. If there is a door open, it will warn you. And then neutral tow. Okay, so we have tow mode. And then hill descent control, rear collision warning, traction control. So these are your vehicle safety settings. And then we have body settings. So we have your lights, your automatic brightness, follow me home, welcome lighting, interior light, fog light, steering assist. Cool. So your fog lights will automatically turn on to assist vehicle maneuvering. So that's what it does. Locks, we have auto lock, intelligent lock and unlock, one touch unlock, and then auto unlock. There's a lot of lock and unlock there. Doors and windows, we have rear defrost for 10 minutes. You can set that, and then automatic rear view mirror folding, and then automatic wiper. And then we have more custom button. How do we do that? Okay, so this is the custom button, the asterisk. So right now it's set to vehicle safety. So that turns on the like drive mode. I can make this to turn on and off the audio or switch to media source. So that's awesome. Okay, so I wish there would be more buttons like these. Wireless charging and then tire pressure sensor training. Here in vehicle settings, we also have vehicle information, the first item. Then we have tire pressure, mileage. So this is like your current vehicle information. Yeah, you have battery voltage, 13.1 volts. All of these are like in real time. These are your tire pressure as well here. And then we have your average fuel consumption, which is 3.3 kilometers per liter. Distance to empty, remaining fuel. Yeah, this is a lot of info. So at the bottom, we have your climate controls from here up until here. On the leftmost corner, we have your fan speed. We have indicators of how fast the fan speed is. And then we have temperature controls for the driver. And then here we have one for the passenger. Here is for the vents at the middle. If I tap on that, then here I can put vent at the bottom, and then here is for the top. So we have auto, AC max. These are your defoggers. Here we have, again, it's the same thing. So it's either going inside or recirculating. Here we have the AVM. It looks like a webcam icon. So if I tap on that, we have this. It's so responsive. It's so fast. It's like 60 frames per second. We have settings here. This is turning view angle adjustment front rear. Rear view camera delay, indicators, trigger panorama switch. Let's put that on. Re-entry panorama upon slowdown. And then body transparency. If I hit 0, that means you can see the whole body right there. If I hit 100, that means it should be invisible. There we go. It's really fast. This is quite fast. That's impressive. What else? So that's 2D view. If I tap on that, it gives you a wider view. If I tap on this, then we have like presets for the camera. We have more camera presets on the 3D. On the third button, we have like source. So I'll insert my USB here at the bottom. Then we have USB, iPod. We have video. So that's what the video player looks like. So let me go full screen here. That's the full screen? Okay, so let me try another video. So here is 1080p right here. That's it. That's a whole screen. So that's what the video player looks like with your controls right here. And then we have picture. Can I swipe? No? There we go. So these are like wallpapers of some sort. So that is your picture viewer. For the sounds, it's the same thing here. If I tap on audio, then you get to see all the songs here. So here we have playlists, folders, albums, artists. All right. That is how it looks like the default media player for the next gen territory. I'll try and connect my phone here with CarPlay. So device management, and then I'll add new. I just have to find for territory, pair. There we go, allow. All right, so that's now on. Use CarPlay. There we go. It says the options phone support Apple CarPlay. Yes. There we go. It's all wireless, so I can charge my phone here on the wireless pad. It should charge. And there we go. It says that wireless charging. Of course, going back, we have Ford right there. Let me test this out. Let me go back to home and then Apple CarPlay. There we go. Now it's enabled. Call my wife.
Calling darling. Smart.
Awesome. All right. So let me end this. All right. So that's Apple CarPlay. So it does support Android Auto as well, wirelessly. Speaking of sounds, on the Territory Titanium, we have 6 speakers. Let's test this out. So this is volume 10 right now. All right, so that's 15. That's already loud enough for me. And speakers it is loud. It is clear. So here on the left side of the steering wheel, we have your cruise controls. This is drive mode. You can set drive mode here. And then here on the right side, we have settings controls active and audio controls active. So these sets of buttons are multi-purpose. Select language, over speed settings, unit settings, factory reset, and then we go back to maintenance reset, time settings, all that. Here we have media. So this is USB, Bluetooth audio, FM, AM, and then here we have iPod, changing source, no audio file. And then we have phone, outgoing, incoming, and so on. And then we have driving info. So this is trip computer 1, 2, TPMS, and then air conditioning priority. And then we have your vehicle status. If there's a warning, then you will see it here. And then we go back to settings. So that's controlling the cluster. Yeah, if I change this to audio controls now, these toggles, this switch right here that goes up and down is the volume for the infotainment system here. So I can control that there. These now become your seat buttons rather than choosing the next item here on the cluster. So these are your seat buttons. It becomes your audio buttons and your navigation for the instrument cluster. And it's already comfortable in these seats. In all fairness, they still have these plastics on. What more if they don't? Okay, so you can barely feel the engine. It's like an EV, to be honest. You can barely feel the engine from my side, at least. The flooring of the passenger here. It's really nice. The bumps, yeah, you feel that, the unevenness, but you feel that in every car. I like the seats as well. It's really absorbing all that. It's really soft. You have to try it for yourselves, guys.
Naka-auto hold ako, sir. So I'm not
And everything here is the same as sa titanium.
Yes, that's correct. So wala naman siyang difference. So it's more of the aesthetics and also some of the features. This is a steering wheel may complete sa models. Kasi we're testing out the titanium variant. Dun sa X variant sa complete yun.
Adaptive cruise.
Yeah, yung adaptive cruise control siya.
Oh, by the way, let me show you. So this has the 7-inch screen. And it feels like you don't need more than that. So it's just a luxury here. So I'm looking at it from the passenger side, of course. Bigger is always better. We can always agree on that. But even if you take the titanium, if you choose the titanium over the titanium X, it's not a bad display. It looks futuristic, seamless, like in most cars that have the 2 screens laminated into one panel. It's still nice. The infotainment is the same as that of the titanium X, so there is no difference there. Yeah, this is a nice one.
I've had yesterday with the CarPlay and Android Auto. I'm using Android Auto. So I'm assuming it's also wireless Apple CarPlay. Actually, this is my colleague Justin Torres. So he's using an iPhone. And on the other hand, this is an Android. Pero parehas naman silang
wireless. And then you just add new and then connect na po.
And I can say is that mas maganda yung feel niya. Smoother siya as compared with the previous model.
Okay.
The way I tap doon sa screen niya, mas responsive siya. Yeah, actually yung mas crisp pa rin and mas crystal clear yung 360-degree camera niya. And I like the button here for the personally
auto hold.
The auto hold kasi ito sa Everest ganun lang naman sa screen, but ito kasi there's a quick button for you to press.
Ay, sorry sir.
It's okay. It's a quick button for you to press on. So mas easier access. So, parang
That's a lot of humps. You didn't feel, okay, you will feel it of course, but you don't hear anything. I don't know, it feels really solid inside.
So, ito pinapa-reverse nila tayo.
Alright, so when it reverses, it automatically turns on the ABM system to the 2D view on wide view, and it shows the rear view automatically. So that's cool.
I love how they made it functional here. So,
Mhm.
meron ka pang pwede paglagyan. Say for example, di ba, sometimes ako I have a small bag. Hindi ko alam kung saan ilalagay, especially if there are passengers inside. So ito, lagay mo lang siya dito. Pwede mo dito.
There's no shortage of storage here. You have a lot. Okay, so just to show you guys, this is the side mirror, and you can see that on the sides, it gets a bit wider on the outer side. So let me move my camera here. There you go. All right, so that's where you get to see the blind spot detection as well.
There's some lens. Wide lens.
It's one piece, but it looks like there is another curvature to the outer just to help you see more of the road. And I like the fact that even if they use the piano black finish for the center console, I like the fact, whoa, you don't hear anything and it's still comfortable. Okay, so it's a really rough road, all right, here in C5, especially here in the truck lane. You don't hear stuff. It's so quiet. All right, going back to the center console, I like the fact that the buttons are capacitive. They're tactile, not capacitive. They're real buttons, so that's cool. Ay, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm blocking the side mirror view of Sir Emson.
Personally, versus the CVT, yung previous model, mas gusto ko yung agad niya. Doon sa, like, the way it accelerates. Kasi di ba sa CVT, parang medyo pagkagat mo, parang mabilis naman siya, but you're not really feeling anything. This is parang sometimes may konti siyang vibration for you to know yung parang in sync na with the vehicle. Mas maganda yung response niya. Yung parang you can feel the engine. Yung dati kasi powerful naman, pero the way you feel the engine kasi is yun yung hinahanap ko. Yung raw power and
I like that view. We have rim view here.
rim view siya pag nag-reverse ka na and then
That's nice.
So drive naman
That's smart. That's smart. It knows when to set the rim view automatically. That's awesome.
galing. Hindi pa ako nag-press
Part.
park button pero siya na-miss. Ang magulat yung viewers, may reaction ko parang customer din. Well, for the record po, no, it's also parang my first time drive territory, the next gen. So, yeah. Sorry for my reaction kung mukha ako new. But yeah, I know it's our product, pero
It just arrived today, no?
yes,
The cars.
just like the first moment. So, it's also a chance for me to do the test drive.
That's so cool. So, raw reaction. By the way, guys, if you are somewhere here near Ford Libis, I really urge you to, because they have this car right now to test drive. They are available. You can see them here on the showroom. There are the Titanium and Titanium X. Just look for Sir Emson.
Or one of our sales consultants.
Seeing these two cars today is such a treat. These two cars are actually a really good addition in today's competitive crossover market. If you're working with a limited budget, the titanium variant is a good solid option. If your wallet can spare an additional 300,000, you can't go wrong with the Titanium X. I mean, the adaptive cruise control option or feature alone makes up for the price. Not to mention the panoramic sunroof, which I'm really fond of. Ford is a long-established brand already here in the Philippines, and it's great to see more options from them. I'm sure roads will soon be full of these territories. Again, thank you so much. Hanggang sa ulitin, kita-kits.